besties, what's up? My name is Meg. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are reading the first installment of Gothic Fantasies. And it's because we are now in, I believe this is the third week in September, or at least when this video will be going up, it'll be the third week in September. I like to pre-film videos ahead of time just to kind of ease stress off of myself, so it's close enough to September when I'm going to be reading these. So we have 3 books to choose from, and I already know which one I'm going to start with. So we are going to be starting with Rhapsodic by Laura Thalassa, which is the first book in the Bargainers series. It says, Calypso Lillis is a siren with a very big problem, one that stretches up her arm and far into her past. For the past 7 years, Callie has been wearing a bracelet of black beads up to her wrist, magical IOU for favors she once received. Only death or repayment can fulfill her obligations. Everyone knows that if you need a favor, you go to the bargainer to make it happen. He's a man who can get you anything you want at a price. And everyone knows that sooner or later he always collects. But for Callie, he never asked for payment. Not until now. When Callie finds the bargainer in her room, a grin on his lips and a twinkle in his eye, she knows that things are about to change. At first, it's admitting the truth, a single bead's worth, acknowledging the attraction between them. But the bargainer is after more than just rekindling their connection. Something is happening in the other world. Fae warriors are going missing one by one, and only the women are returned, each in a glass casket and a child clutched to her breast. For the bargainer to save his people, he'll need the help of the siren he spurned long ago, if she can forgive him. That is the book that we are going to be starting with. As you all know, I cannot do my reading without ambiance music. So we are going to put on a Gothic ambiance. Oh, wow, I wish I knew that. There was an instrumental playlist for reading One Dark Window. That would have been lovely to know. I think we are going to pick this one. Okay, besties, so it's been some time. It's currently now 1:34 and we are that far into Rhapsodic. We low-key, after we finish this video, will probably be going and finishing this series, because I think that there's only 4 of them in this series, if I'm to be correct. We are 128 pages in. We met the bargainer. We are getting a list of like flashing backs as to like how she grew to have so many favors, and Callie's kind of getting like the rundown of like what's going on in his world and like how to help and da 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 da. All form of everything that has been said in the synopsis on the back. We also met her best friend, and then Temper, I think her name is, and then like a potential, like at the very beginning he's a boyfriend, so we met him as well. That's kind of what we have so far. I'm loving this book. Like, absolutely loving this book. Like, I'm liking it a lot. Like, I don't really know what else to say. Like, it's very intriguing. I'm very interested in it. It keeps, like I said, it keeps going back and forth between, and I have a feeling that eventually the times will be done. The going back and forth between the two. So, anyways, so that's all I have for you right now, so.
Bam!
Okay, besties, so we've been reading for, I want to say about like 3 hours or so. At least that's how long the clip of my ambiance has been going. And we are now halfway through Rhapsodic. I fear that this may be one of my new favorites. It's just so good. Okay, bestie, okay, girl, we are so far into this book. It's so good. I don't even want to stop to inform you of what's going on in this book. I just want to keep reading it, bro. Like, literally, we are on page 280 out of 383. We are like 113 pages away from finishing. That's actually insane. That's actually insane. We're almost 100 pages away from finishing this book. That's actually insane. But literally, like, I don't know what you're doing. Like, you need to read this book. This book has been on my TBR for a while, and I'm so upset with myself that I have not picked it up sooner. Literally, we love the bargainer. We love him. I don't know when this book came out, but like, honestly, he gives off like the shadow daddy of like Rumpelstiltskin, because it's like he's always like, oh, like magic comes with a price, like he's the bargainer. Like, essentially, you ask him for something and then you are in his debt. When he comes to claim it, you are only set free via his death, your death, or fulfillment of it, right? But I don't know. I really don't know. We are getting so close, so close. And I had to stop. I had to let you know. I just want to finish reading this book. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna finish reading this book. I'm sorry, I don't mean to yell at you. I'm just so overwhelmed. Sometimes reading books, for me, I get like so invested into the book that like all their anxiety is my anxiety, and it's like, I already have anxiety. Like, why do I need this extra anxiety? That's why we had to stop releasing Ton, because we couldn't separate the two. Anyways, we are going to finish this book hopefully today. It's already 4:18. I think we can finish this in like the next hour or so. So let's do that. Okay, besties, we're making some progress. By the fact of I have less than like 30 pages left to go. Literally, there's this big thought of like, right now, just don't finish the video. Read the rest of the 3 books in the series. Like, it's calling to me. It's literally calling to me. And so much is happening. So much is happening. Like, literally. Okay, Callie's backstory, though, is so tragic. And then the way that she met the bargainer and just everything in between, just like everything is perfection. Literally, I love this book. However, I don't think I can give it 5 stars, because we know that any book that comes after this is just going to be 10 times better. So we have to like really like tone down how much we're going to rate our book. And literally, I have not given my eyes a break. Like, also, I'm full of energy. I'm full of moody energy. But where was I going with that? Oh, we haven't even had an Alani today. By the time it became like 1 o'clock, I was like, ooh, do I have an Alani? And then I was like, probably shouldn't. So now we're just like riding the high of like a moody energy. Bro, I wish I read this book last. Why did I read this book first? I have no idea. I literally, when you are seeing this, it is well into the future. However, when I am filming right here in this moment, this book I got yesterday. This book we're almost done with. Can you do the math? I love Callie. I love Callie's character. I love how badass she is, how just everything about it just is great. I love this book. Like, literally, bargainer, perfect character. Our villain, I can't even tell you because it would spoil the plot. But our villain, let's just say our villain is really taking his villainy seriously. Y'all, besties, this is one of the most tragic books I think I've ever read. We have 30 more pages, so we still have some time to go. So yeah, we're just gonna keep kicking it. So we finished our book. Oh, this was so good, honestly. Like, I was captivated the entire time. I was never bored. I don't want to give it 5 stars, but know that the next books are going to be the same, if not better. So I think I'm going to give this book 4.25 stars. So one book reading our Gothic fantasies is done. The Deathless One and Immortal Dark. I have the sprayed edge version, and on it it says no soul can enter without an invitation. So this, I think, will be our next read. Content warning. Immortal Dark explores the savage world of vampires and the humans who try to survive it. It features some heavy elements such as parental abuse, blood drinking, death, gore, murder, sexual content, strong language, suicide ideation, and violence. Readers, please take note before you grab your invitation. The gates of Luxie University are now open. Love that. So this is the book that we will be starting tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow. Okay, besties. So we are trying out a new mic for possibly like future videos. This is the second book in our Gothic fantasy video. We are going to be reading Immortal Dark by Tigest Germa. Anyways, I gave a brief description of it from whenever I read the descriptions. So we are going to have editing Meg inserting that here. I'll wait. A lost heiress, a soulless vampire, a secret drenched in blood. It began long before my time, but something has always hunted our family. Orphaned heiress Kaiden Adane grew up far from the Arcan society she was born into, where human bloodlines gain power through vampire companionship. When her sister June disappears, Kaiden is convinced a vampire stole her. The very vampire bound to their family, the cruel yet captivating Susenyos Saged. To find June, Kaiden must infiltrate the elite Uxley University, where she must survive living with Susenyos, even as he does everything he can to drive her away. It doesn't matter that Susenyos' wickedness speaks to Kaiden's own violent nature and tempts her to surrender to a life of darkness. She must find her sister and kill Susenyos at all costs. When a murder mirroring June's disappearance shakes Uxley, Kaiden sinks further into the ruthless underworld of vampires, risking her very soul. There she discovers a centuries-old threat, and June could be the center of it. To save her sister, Kaiden must bring Uxley to its knees and either break free from the horrors of her own actions or embrace the dark entanglement of love and the blood it requires. Spooky, spooky. Okay, is she done? Is editing Meg done? Okay, so we are going to start Immortal Dark. Obviously, if you are not a heathen, you obviously take the dust cover off. Oh my gosh. It has like metallic foiling. I don't know if you can read it, but it says seek mind above blood, and if you must bleed, use it as ink. That is so cool. That is so cool. So if you are a heathen, therefore you keep the dust jacket on. So we are going to begin reading. Please ignore all the books from our summer book haul. We have yet to put them all away because we want to get ahead on some videos. So yeah. Wow. Wow. So cool. Also, we have a very cozy fantasy ambiance video up. This is the prologue, and I'm going to read you the first sentence of the prologue. Visible through the candlelight window of Uxley University, a campus as ancient as the creatures it housed, the dean and her vampire sat in private conversation. Wow, so enthralling. Okay, we're gonna start reading, and we shall update with anything as it comes up. So.
Bam!
Okay, besties, so we are 87 pages through. We are at chapter 17. So far, I don't know what to make of this book. I was watching Heather McClary, I think her name is, on YouTube, and she said that Immortal Dark is one of her favorite books. So I'm excited to see kind of like what is like said throughout this whole thing, but I'm not too sure. So far, I can definitely say that I am liking it. I didn't expect it the way it is. It's a lot of like secrets, and like you feel like everybody else knows something about it, but you have no clue. It almost feels like an unreliable narrator, kind of, because it's like you're only getting her perspective, and so you don't know other things. She's very adamant about her sister being killed by Susanos. Okay, besties, this is my mama. We went shopping and we got some things. We originally were going for the like Sunny Angels, and these are the Flower Girls. So those are the ones that we can possibly get. So we're gonna open these up and see what one we get.
I'm excited.
I know. I'm excited too. Ah! So I got two of them because if I don't like one, then we can put on another. Oh, we got this little one.
Oh, look at their little foot.
But do you see like the little angel wings?
Uh-huh.
So we got this flower. This wasn't necessarily like the one that we were kind of hoping for.
She's cute.
Let's see what the other one is, because I'm kind of hoping we get like a blue one, because the blue one's kind of cute. Honestly, we probably could have gotten another one, but I didn't want to. Oh, I see blue. Is this the one that I wanted? No, it's not, but that's okay. What the heck? It decapitated itself. Okay, I think we're good. But there's this one. Back. Okay, besties, so when we were shopping, we went to Bath and Body Works, and because our book Immortal Dark is about vampires, we had gotten a candle from Bath and Body Works, and it is vampire blood. Just like, how cute is that? Like, it's just so cute. I love it. I absolutely love it. Because of the book that we are reading, we are indeed going to switch out candles. Now, on to reading. We have a book that we gotta try to finish. Thoughts of where I'm at. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about the book. It's definitely unique. I'm not sure if like the vampire and the main female character are supposed to be love interests or not. That part confuses me a little bit. So we're a little confused that way. But other than that, we're, like I said, we are on chapter 17. I think I'm halfway in my book. I want to say I'm halfway because we're at the point where the words... Maybe I'm not halfway. I don't know. How many pages are in this book? I know that this is the beginning. 416. I just read the last line of the book. We have 230 pages left to go. So that's how far we're in to the book. So much has happened, actually. Susanos and her, I think, are working together, I think. Oh, I'll do this to get ahead of you, and then the other person do it. And it was a lot of back and forth. And I think they finally came to a, like, truce, I want to say. Not gonna lie, I wasn't sure how I was gonna like it. Like, I knew that, but, like, it's a little slow. Definitely enemies. Now possibly friends. I don't know if there's supposed to be, like, a love interest kind of deal with everything. It's very unknown. Very, very unknown.
Hello. I'm hooking this onto my shirt. We are trying to set the ambiance for reading today. As you can tell, we are going to burn our vampire blood candle. It is so good. I think I've already burned quite a bit of it. So let's grab our magical lighter. Alright, besties, so we are still this far in. We are on chapter 38, page 202, and we have a total of 214 pages left to read. I think we can do it. I think we can definitely finish this book today. What are my thoughts so far? So far, my thoughts are it's good. However, I feel like the pacing is just a tiny bit on the slow side. It's not my absolute favorite, the fact that things are moving so drastically slow. I never question an author on how their pacing is. I question an author when I feel like the pacing could be just perhaps a little bit faster. And I don't know 100% for sure how that would work, but I don't know. We are indeed drinking a blue slush Alani. We looked online. They are no longer selling the blue slush Alanis online, so we're a little sad. So we are savoring all of our blue slushes as best we can, but we had a really bad day yesterday, which is why we didn't read. Okay, besties, so we are now this far into the book. We are making great progress. We are now on chapter 47, page 253. We are finally at the point where our two main characters are finally putting their odds at ends. Is that the right saying? Is that the right way to say it? They're essentially finally working together to figure out the bigger picture of everything. I did come across a quote, and it says, "Perhaps the key was to realize that peace lay in the Perhaps the key was to realize that peace lay in survival, past the scars and pinches, and along..." Oh my god, I can't read out loud. What the heck is wrong with me? Okay, perhaps the key was to realize that peace lay in survival, past the scars and pinches, and among righteous revenge, not surrender. What a dangerous, dangerous thought. So I think that it's finally cool to see our characters placing everything before them and finally coming to a consensus of okay, this is what our vision is going to look like. I don't know how things are going to work. I did end up reading the last line on accident of the book, so I kind of have an idea of what's going to happen, but as far as how we get there, I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to continue reading if I feel the need to update you any further. We have 163 pages left to go. So besties, I think we are going to do that. Just look at how cute she is. So I got these mini mics and I filmed an entire clip talking about how I was so close to finishing the book. Alright besties, real talk here. We finished Immortal Dark. We gave it 3 stars. I am now waiting for the next book. I know that this is going to be a trilogy. The first half of the book was pretty slow. That's why I'm giving it 3 stars. How honestly, it probably would have been a little bit lower had it not picked up within the last 200 pages and pieces really fell into place. I was right about the unreliable narrator. That was definitely a thing because she was seeing things, but she wasn't seeing things as a bigger picture. Now I can't wait for the next book in the Immortal Dark trilogy. I am going to be awaiting it very harshly. Anyways, that's my thought. I definitely recommend you reading this. This is a great
dark academia, gothic, it's got vampires, it's got like under society kind of like setting. It's just honestly such a great book, such a great book for that, like getting into the spooky season. I ended up loving the yearning between Keaton and Susanos, and I'm so in love. I'm so in love. Let me introduce you to our next book. Alright besties, I was just talking to the camera for like 5 minutes and the mic was off. Anyways, we finished Immortal Dark. We are now going to be moving on to the Deathless One, which is a part of the Gravesinger series. It's only 309 pages. It's very short. Murdered on her wedding day, a fallen princess makes a deal for her life with the god of death. But the feelings he stirs in her are more than she bargained for. Jessamine was raised to be the leader for her people, but when the land is overrun by an incurable plague, she must enter a political marriage to save them all. A union meant to raise hope brings only death as her new husband murders her at the wedding altar and seizes the throne. Jessamine's spirit is met by the Deathless One, a god of death yearning to return to the mortal plane. He needs her help. The two of them make a deal, her life and the return of her kingdom in exchange for his resurrection. But this god is a known trickster, and bargains with him are sealed in blood. Jessamine knows the Deathless One is a dangerous ally, but the longer they work together, the more she is drawn to him. As their connection deepens, she begins to wonder if the more appealing throne is the one by his side, but will she turn her back on her people to get it? And then it says, for fans of enemies to lovers, shadow daddies, and feminine rage, this book is a must read. I am very interested in it. I really like the sprayed edges. I think that they're gorgeous. I know a lot of people think that like the sprayed edges are tacky, but in my personal opinion, I think that they're cute and they add something to the book. Like do you know what I mean? Like they just add something to the book. I'm really super excited about reading this. This one sounds really super good. Please ignore all of my laundry that is sitting up on my dresser. Anyways, we have finished Immortal Dark and Rhapsodic, and now we are into the Deathless One. We have yet to start it. I thought I would start it yesterday, but I got preoccupied, and I'm really quite tired today, but this book is only 309 pages, so we could probably knock this out within a few hours. Okay besties, so we are on chapter 7, 55 pages into the Deathless One. The Deathless One is a god, essentially, and Jessamine is the princess that was killed for political power. Happens within the first chapter or two in the book, and I think it all literally happens within the first chapter that she's killed suddenly. But he finds her and he kind of like took apart her soul, and he saw into like her future where certain things were blank and then certain things were not. Anyways, I don't know, this book so far is very inviting. I'm loving it. It goes from third point of view, however it does share from the perspective of both the Deathless One and Jessamine. So it like gives off their points of view, but in third person POV. Oh, also Immortal Dark was third person POV. Good morrow, besties. So I thought that that was going to be a cute little aesthetic video. I guess we'll only have to be able to tell whether or not it worked. But anyways, Blue/Alani. So good. We are currently reading The Deathless One. We are on page 105. chapter, wow, 13. So far, not very much is happening, yet a lot of it is that slow build up towards the plot. From what I can tell, I feel as though the Jessamine is starting to fall for the Deathless One. The Deathless One is starting to fall for her, but has past trauma that he doesn't want to acknowledge, or that he doesn't want to work through or give up, like vulnerability towards Jessamine. She is learning the ways of being a Gravesinger. Now, a Gravesinger is essentially, I can't remember exactly what he said that a Gravesinger was, but essentially think of like someone who has like ultimate connection to a god. Definitely feel that there may be a betrayal somewhere in this. Jessamine's end or on the Deathless One's end. Not sure who's gonna betray who. We are going to finish this book today. We have 204 pages left to go. That's an easy afternoon for us. We know this. We can do it. Besties, I want to say we've reached halfway. We know who the betrayal was. I can see it. And I hope that I'm right. I hope I'm right. I think I'm right, but I'm not sure. Not 100%. I'd say that I'm probably like 89% sure. Like I'm only 11% unsure. Why 11%? Why didn't I just say 90? We are on page 146. So let's do the math. We have 163 pages left to go. We are enjoying the Deathless One. I don't think that this book is a 5-star. Definitely not a 5-star. But I feel like it's anywhere between like the range of 3 to 4 stars. Somewhere in that region. This book is very floppy. We love a floppy book. Nugget! Yeah, boo-boos! Oh, look at the little paws! Look at the little paws! I hope that was a fun update. I think I'm gonna get back into the book. We are that far into the Deathless One. We have 139 pages left of the Deathless One. So as you saw, we are getting our ducks in a row, I guess you could say. We are turning on the ambiance. Things are happening. We've already found a slight betrayal between Jessamine and a character from her past, which, by the way, we called it. I remember telling you that I had a feeling I knew which character it was. I was indeed correct. So, how we're gonna go about getting revenge on this character, I don't know yet, but for certain, we are loving the yearning that's going on between the Deathless One and Jessamine. That's all that I really have for you so far right now, so let's get into reading for today. Okay, so we are that far into the book. We have less than 100 pages left. I know that for a fact. We have 89 pages left to go. But anyways, I'm loving Jessamine and the Deathless One's dynamic. They're definitely quite the pair. It is kind of slow. Okay, besties, we just finished the Deathless One. We are giving this book 3.75 stars. I'm gonna put on Goodreads that I'm giving it a 4, but really it's 3.75. I think that I liked it a lot. I liked the ending, I liked the yearning, I liked the romance between the Deathless One and Jessamine, and I honestly can't wait for the next one, which is the Heartless One. And that, I actually looked up, doesn't come out till March of next year. So we have a countdown to do. I highly recommend this book. I could not get enough of it. Alright, besties, that is all that I had in store for this video, was us reading the first installment of these 3 Gothic fantasy books. They were so good, beyond compare. I cannot wait for the next one in the Gravesinger series and the Immortal Trilogy, and I'm gonna be reading the next one in the Rhapsodic series. So that's definitely the next book that I have in mind that I'm gonna be reading, is a Strange Hymn. I think that's what it's called. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you did enjoy this reading vlog as we get in the mood for spooky season. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy today's video. Do all of the YouTube things you know how to do, and I will see you in a bit.